Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, TRXA Acquisition Corp filed an 8K, and I am spotting a move that could signal big changes ahead. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing talks about a new asset purchase agreement, and it is important to see what this means for TRXA Acquisition Corp. Moving forward, first off, the big news is that on the 14th of April 2026, TRXA Acquisition Corp, through a subsidiary, entered into an agreement to buy a data center. This is a pretty substantial acquisition. They're buying a 3 megawatt data center that is turnkey, meaning it is ready to go. This facility is located in Roberta, Georgia. What exactly are they buying? Well, it's not just the building. The deal includes the land it sits on, which is a good size at 5.8 acres. They're also getting 6 portable mining containers, which are key for data center operations, especially if they're involved in crypto mining. Plus, there is a contract with Flint Electric Membership Corporation to supply power, and this contract is pretty important because it covers up to 4.5 megawatts of electricity. That is a lot of power, and ensuring you have a stable supply is crucial for a data center. The purchase is expected to wrap up by May 25, 2026. This is a critical execution step for TRXA Acquisition Corp, showing they are actively working to expand their physical assets. Now, what is interesting is how they're presenting this. The filing mentions an Exhibit 99.1, which is a press release dated the 23rd of April 2026. This means they're likely going to put out more detailed information about this acquisition very soon. It is good practice to announce these things to the public, and this filing is essentially confirming the agreement ahead of that official press release. What does this mean for TRXA Acquisition Corp? Well, the company is listed as a financial services and shell company with a market cap of about $27 million and just 3 employees. Acquiring a data center is a significant operational step for a company of this size, especially if they have been more of a shell or financial company before. It suggests a turn towards tangible operational assets. Looking at recent news, TRXA Acquisition Corp has been active. They've had recent appointments to their board of directors, people with expertise in crypto mining. And they've also completed a refinancing of another data center in Idaho. This new acquisition in Georgia seems to be part of a broader strategy to grow their physical infrastructure and potentially their involvement in data-intensive industries like crypto mining. Scrolled, Rex Acquisition Corp. Exact name of registrant as specified in its charter scroll. The company's formal name is TRXA Acquisition Corp, and they are incorporated in Nevada. This filing is just a standard reporting requirement for significant corporate events from a financial perspective. While this 8K filing here doesn't contain detailed financial statements, we can infer the intent behind this acquisition. It's likely aimed at increasing revenue streams and diversifying their business model beyond what a shell company typically does. The key will be how they finance this. We will need to look for future filings like a 10Q or 10K. To see the financial impact of this purchase, the risk here, as with any acquisition, is integration and execution. Can TRXA Acquisition Corp successfully manage this new data center? Will the projected revenues and operational efficiencies be realized? Given their small team size, managing a new significant physical asset will be a challenge. We've seen companies like Bed Bath and Beyond struggle with executing large operational changes. And while this is not a direct comparison, the principle of managing change and growth remains. What I am watching closely is how this asset acquisition affects their future financial performance and their classification. If this signifies a move away from being a shell company towards being an operating entity, the market will be looking for profitability and growth metrics. The fact that they are acquiring a data center with significant power capacity suggests a focus on high demand sectors. This could be a smart move if they can leverage it effectively. The risk I am watching is the company's ability to execute and manage this new substantial asset with its small team. My biggest concern is how they will fund this and what kind of debt or equity dilution will be involved. What I am actually looking for is the financial report detailing the immediate impact and the operational plan for this new data center. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you like this breakdown and want more, hit like, subscribe, and join our Discord community linked below.